I see that I am a happy person or I become happy. Now what happens? He says, look, second thing happens, ekagriya. So ekagriya means that one pointedness. So definitely I discover one beautiful thing in my life, that my mind is not scattered. That is most important thing in my life. So when I see that I am not scattered, my mind is focused, well focused. This is the language we use very carefully. So that is what is called Shaumanasya, cheerfulness, and ekagriya, one-pointedness. These two things straight I will get it. That means whenever you are unhappy, whenever there is some type of, you understand, dragging mentality, that means your mind is not clean. That means somewhere some type of sense of rejection, sense of hurt is there in you. And especially when the sense of hurt is there in you subconsciously, that does not allow you to smile. And whenever you smile, improportional, you understand? Many people smile loudly, which is not appropriate. So that means you can understand they are superficially doing without their knowledge. Suppose in a group, because this is psychological points, okay? In a group, you discover some people are there, you caught a joke, the person laughs very loudly. It's not judging somebody, okay, please. You can look at yourself sometimes when you start laughing loudly, which is not necessary at that moment, but somehow it comes out. That means some type of suppression was there. Without your knowledge, you completely lose sight of yourself and you brushed it. However, so here is being highlighted, this cheerfulness is connected to my impurity of my mind. Also, this one-pointedness, that I am not able to focus, that focusing does not happen also when there is this impurity, malam, in my mind. Third is, indriya jaya takes place, control of senses. You will be able to keep all the sense organs under control. Means all the sense organs will start listening to you. How it will be possible? Also because of this. And finally says Atma Darshana. So here Atma Darshana is not vision of one's own self. Many people talk Atma Darshana, vision of one's own self. Atma here is mind. You will have understanding of your mind. And when it happens, he says, look, that becomes what happens? You will become fit. Yogyatani. So there is you become fit for all these things, and later on you become fit for samadhi. Because it is going to lead one step another, we'll be seeing that. Because what happens is, because if these things are not there, this asana, pranayama will not bring that much benefit. Because remember, we have not gone to asana pranayama at all. So prior to asana pranayama, this yama and niyama. First do not, then do's. Now let us look at the next sutra. Santosat anuttama sukha labha. Actually, beautifully says, santosat, from santosa, from contentment. Anuttama means excellent. No comparison at all. Uttama, anuttama. There is no comparison at all. The best. Sukha, pleasure. Labha, gain. So that means one gains uncomparable happiness or pleasure. From what? From this santosha. By practicing santosha. Here is practicing, okay? Because this is what called niyama. So what is this contentment practice? We say very carefully that you have to give auto-suggestion at least to your mind, hey, everything is okay. You can see there are people when they start a journey, I don't think things will be okay, things will not be okay, then what happens? Everything goes wrong. Have you not observed that? And there are few people, if they are in the, especially in group, better not to travel in that group. And if the leader becomes that, better not to travel at all. You understand the concept? Because even if everything is okay, somehow or other they will not be okay. It exactly happens. You can see for yourself. So how it happens? Same thing, life is a journey. So life being journey, what you do? I don't think things will go wrong, right? I don't think. Then finally things will go wrong. Because you are inviting this, whether you like it or not. So that's why here is being said that by following or practicing santosha, definitely you will gain happiness or pleasure which cannot be compared. Because incomparable happiness. Because everything we do for happiness, for pleasure. Now, to happy or to gain pleasure, just nothing. Be contented. So what is the contentment? How does it come? What you have, accept. Never ever reject. Never ever develop any sort of hatred, complain with reference to what you get or what you have in your life. That's why prasada buddhi helps to develop this santosha bhava. A karma yogi basically is a man of contentment. And when you are a man of contentment, you never fall down in your life. There is nothing called falling down. You are so stable, you accept anything and everything gracefully, and you only improve your life. So that's why here is being said carefully. Santoshat, by developing this santosha bhava in me, I become very happy. I gain that sort of happiness which cannot be compared. Because all my pleasure that I gain because of comparison. Have you not observed? Those days I remember this was very nice when the television came. I remember, first in India, in our childhood, it was black and white. Such a huge box. Then came color. Oof, don't ask me, okay? Such a huge one. With big tummy, big, small tummy. We said, that's why then portable TV. So this small tummy is called as portable TV, we call as, okay? Like that comes out. So when a television is bought, those days I am talking about it, you become very happy. So somehow, black and white, you are very happy. Then you discover your neighbor is having the same TV. Your interest goes. Or your neighbor is having color one. You are finished. I'm not those days, okay? Because those days we used to go and see now who is what. Nowadays nobody bothers, okay? Nowadays yes, people bothers. Which model of iPhone? So whether it is latest or not, which phone you are holding it? Because nowadays everything is a phone, okay? So what I am highlighting here is that all my happiness is based on the comparison. If others are not having, but I am having, that gives me satisfaction. That gives me pleasure. That gives me happiness. Can you see? Is this not a sadist approach? And all our pleasure, mainly, common person's pleasure is based on this. Some type of comparison is there. So here he says, from santosha, you get happiness, which is incomparable, because there is no comparison at all. So that's why this is also to be looked at. Then he says, okay, fine. Then what about tapas? Because saucha santosha tapaswadhyaya ishvara pranidhanani iti yamaha. I hope you remember. So this yama are called what? Starts with the saucha, santosha, then comes tapa, swadhyaya, ishvara pranidhana. So what is tapas? What you get out of tapas? It says, karyendriya siddhihi asuddhikshayat tapas iti. So tapasaha means by following austerities. So when we say by following austerities, there are different type of austerities. If you look at it, especially in a gross way, taking care of the body is austerity nowadays. As I told you, present day girls, that earlier days girls, I remember in India especially, in our time, they go to pray, Lord, especially when they are growing. Oh Lord, give me a beautiful, rich husband. Not family, okay? Sometimes best family. Okay, sometimes. But husband, okay, I should have the best husband. Means who can be, who can dance according to my tune. And at the same time, the person should be rich. And of course, without in-laws. And more than this mother-in-law is permanent, don't worry. But the sister-in-law, if they have, you cannot think of. I'm talking Indian context. Nowadays, that has changed. Because they don't have to stay. And they can change, they can do anything and everything. Nothing they need. They pray a lot, all these girls present them. Oh Lord, give me this boon. This is the boon, okay, I want. So what is this boon? I can eat anything and everything. At the same time, I should not be fat. Struggling. There are women, I cannot say a girl, women, okay? They struggle, you understand? Every day poor weighing machine cries, okay? Every day. How? So, we say this tapas, maintaining or taking care of the body itself is a big or great tapas nowadays. Especially girls, you can talk to them, they will say, I want to eat, but I cannot eat. And some of them say, I want to eat, but my lipstick will be affected. I don't have extra lipstick. That's another case. And I'm exaggerating too much. Let us not get into it. This is not right. So what is being highlighted here is that taking care of the body, that is the grossest or very lowest level of tapas, which nowadays is missing. We have a beautiful saying that I have to collect that, remember that sloka. Essence goes that you can give up 10 jobs, what you call as important. 10 important jobs can be postponed when food comes or you are supposed to eat, because in food time, the time when suppose you are supposed to eat, you can postpone 10 important jobs. But generally what you do? Food can wait, but I cannot be available. I remember in the beginning stages when computer was not known. So especially mothers in the house, for them computer was like another TV. So what happened those days I am talking about, it was a very nice experience. So suppose you are watching TV, so when mother calls, what they do? Listen, if nothing, they will switch off. You understand? And same thing, they thought it's another computer. So they will call you, come for food, but the fellow will be busy in the computer. So do you know what they do is? Straight away, they will switch off the mains. And the fellow will go crazy. Hey, this is not computer. No, this is the same thing. What is this? Is computer, this is not TV. Come for food. More important, you can go back later on, which is really necessary. Same thing also we have saying in the same verse. You can remind me, I can give you that verse. During snana time, shower time, when you are supposed to take shower, even if there are 100 important works are there, 100, that can be postponed, but shower to be taken first. But generally what we do? These are the things goes to the back door. And through that, remember, you cannot really see the growth in yourself. So taking care of the body, exposing the body to the 5 elements. Water, Agni, sun, air, and of course good space is must. In fact, that itself is the beginning of your tapas. And there are series of tapas, austerities. And he says, by tapas, what is happening? What happens? The first thing happens that Karyendriya siddhi. So that means all organs of actions. And of course, sometimes we look at this both way, that organs of actions and or you can look at it, say kaya and indriya. So kaya we look at as body, indriya is sense organs. Both physical body and subtle body becomes what says beautifully, asuddhi kshaya takes place. Whatever impurities are there, that gets destroyed. And once this asuddhi kshaya happens, becoming lesser and lesser, then definitely you or the person becomes what? Become perfect, or the body becomes perfect for asana, pranayama, etc. But generally what happens? People approach asana. In fact, yoga starts with asana, ends with and finally closing the eyes. This is called present day yoga. More of it we will see next class. Om Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.